Good morning. If you are catching my replay, I always ask you to hashtag replay just so that I know you're here and that it just helps me to get to know you a little better. So thank you for doing that. We're going to wait for people to join. Good morning. Julie, tell Chris I sent Chris a text to tell him I was thinking about him, but he didn't. Maybe he don't have his phone on. Good morning, Cheryl. How are y'all this morning? Good morning, Jane. Thank you, Mary. Good morning, Diane, Karen, Sandy, Marcy. I can't believe I can see. Nancy. Good morning, Tammy. Thank you. I'm doing well. We have like a couple of minutes before 7. I jumped on here early. So we're going to allow people to join before I get started. Oh, Julie's with Chris. I figured she was. Good morning, Stephanie. Y'all, I don't know. So I'll just tell you, one of the followers sent me a gift card to Amazon, and she said, you can spend it on yourself or whatever. So I am obsessed with velvet shirts. I don't know. They're probably old school. Am I from the 70s or what? But I am obsessed. So I bought me a couple of velvet shirts from the Amazon gift card she gave me. I'm going to wipe off the screen. And I'm obsessed with velvet shirts. I don't know what's wrong with me, but literally am obsessed with velvet shirts. So I got I think I got 4. Last week I wore the turquoise one. Then I got this one. I don't like the button ups as much as I like the other ones. But I bought, let's see, forgot what other colors I bought. Let's see. So, you know who you are that gave me the gift card. So, thank you. You bought me some shirts. You bought my rabbits a bunch of stuff. I bought a pink one and a green one. So I have 4. Yeah, I kind of like an eggplant color. Yeah, I don't, I'm not a shopper no more. I don't know. COVID took that away from me. I don't know. I used to love to go shopping. I love to buy new clothes for work and all that stuff. I always enjoyed because I was, I had to wear suits every day to work, and I always was looking for a new suit because I was always in meetings in front of people. So I always had to look presentable, and I love to go shopping. I literally hate it now. I can't even go into Walmart. My anxiety is through the roof. It gives me, I don't know. I feel like I can't breathe in Walmart. I do grocery delivery because I cannot stand to go into the grocery store. If I go to the grocery store, it is not Walmart. It is like Publix, but Publix is more expensive than Walmart. So I usually just do Walmart delivery That's what I usually do. But if I go shopping, I am an Amazon or online kind of girl. I don't know. I've changed as I've gotten older. I have literally just I don't know. Well, first of all, I have my hands full. So yeah, Amazon spoiled me too. Um I just if now we do go out to eat a lot. Larry, that's one thing that Larry really enjoys is going out to eat. So, um, he went to Amazon. If you Google velvet shirts for women, you'll find all kinds of them. So I just went. I bought me four. Um, but Larry really enjoys going out to eat. Like that's his outing is to go out to eat. So we do go out to eat, and I don't get anxiety when I go out to eat. Of course not, because I'm eating. But going into a store, and I have tried, like, I'll walk into, like, my favorite store was TJ Maxx. I literally walk into TJ Maxx and make a circle and walk out the door. I like the thought of me digging through clothes. I'm like, I can't do it. I literally cannot do it. And I don't go anywhere to wear anything nice. And if it's not something I can wear with my overalls, like this is as nice as I get. And I've changed so much because prior to Shane, I dressed up all the time. I was kind of a dressed up kind of girl, but now that I have a farm, I always think about getting muddy and I'm just like, I'm not doing it. Okay, it is 7 o'clock. I'm going to start getting ready. The first thing that I want to know, if you don't mind telling me, is I want to know how you found me. Like, did you find me scrolling through YouTube? Did you find me through a reel? Did you find me through Coghill? I want to know, and I've got my glasses on so I can see, but I want to know how you found my page. And I'm going to read the comments because Kayla and I were talking about this, and she said, you should ask them. Oh, shoot, I missed a hair. You should ask them how they came to know you. And I'm just curious how you, through Coghill, sweet Coghill, 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 getting Mo. You all came from Coghill. Oh, why? Y'all are typing so fast. Okay, pedals from the past clip. Okay, Cheryl. God, y'all are all Coghill followers. That's so funny. Chicken page. Oh, Ashton. If you're just joining, I'm asking how you came to my page. Like, how did you find me? I'm just curious. A lot of you are saying Coghill. Like, I feel like, of course, that did not curl good. I feel like that I owe Jason and Brooke. So you didn't find me through Coghill? Sweet Kayla. We don't have an Aunt Judy. Arms family. I haven't met Arms family yet. Maybe one day. My Coke, yeah, I have a bad habit. of drinking Coke Zero. Oh, Sue, I would assumed you met me through Brooke. You know, it's so funny. I don't know if I should say this, but I don't know. Sue, you popped up and I can't remember if you messaged me, but I can remember Jacqueline going, "Oh, Sue's a real person. She's the only person that Brooke really talks to personally." I was like, "Okay, Sue's good." Um, Becky, you leaving? Um, so most of you met me through Cog Hill. Where's Becky going? I missed where she said she was going. So most of you are saying that you found me through Cog Hill. Jason and Book are so sweet. I was so glad to get to know them. And it's funny because I don't watch a lot of videos and stuff. I don't have time. Like, so it's hard. Like, I just do my own thing. I'm just like in my own little world of Judy. That's probably not good, but I am. I'm like, I don't have time to sit and I don't have time to sit. It's hard when you're a creator to sit and watch, and you want to support your friends, but God, like it's all you can do to document your own life. And then you got animals, and then you got family, and you're like, oh my gosh, I have no idea what's going on with Nick and Zoe because I haven't watched any of their videos lately. I need to go watch their videos. And you find yourself just like you don't have time. And it's like you feel just guilty. You feel straight up guilty. And so I'll tell you how I got to know Jason and Brooke, but let's see, probably, and this is how I got to know Ashton, but I don't know, probably 4 years ago, I decided to have an event at my house. I don't know what planet I was living on, but I decided I was going to have a farm day at my house. And I went all out. Like I had a singer, I had a food truck, we had vendors everywhere, and I charged for parking because I wanted to know how many people roughly came to the event. And there were over 500 people here. Like it was packed. You can ask Ashton. Listen, it was I have to say myself, it was the best event ever. It was so much fun because the music was fantastic. The food was fantastic. The vendors had great stuff. It was just a really good. So I met Jacqueline from Head Family Farm at my event because she had a booth at my event. That's the first time I ever found Jacqueline. And I'm surprised because Jacqueline lives more like towards Tuscaloosa. So that's like over an hour away. So I'm surprised that she even set up a booth at my house. And I don't remember what she sold. I don't remember, like, it was just a blur. And she came up to me after the event and she said, Judy, I do logos. If you need a logo, let me know. And I was like, what do I need a logo for? You know, like this was before, I think I was just getting into tours, I think. And so she was like, if you need a logo, let me know. Well, months later, as Sneed's Farmhouse started growing, I was like, I think I need a logo. So I reached out to Jacqueline to do me a logo. And we kind of stayed in touch the whole entire time. But then Jacqueline and I started becoming friends because, listen, I didn't know how to do anything. I was lost, and my Facebook page was really growing. And she kind of took me by the hand, is like, let me help you. Because Jacqueline, does that for a living. Like she helps with social media and advertising and stuff like that for a living with her normal job. And so she was very good at that. So she kind of took me by the hand and was like, Judy, let me help you. Because like I said, my page was growing and people were calling, interviewing me. And I was like, what the heck? And it got to be a little overwhelming. So Jacqueline was like, let me help you. Because my son had done me a website and, it was just, anyway, it was getting a little much for me. So Jacqueline and I became good friends. And then she was friends with Jason and Brooke. And the only reason I knew who Jason and Brooke was because I'm a weirdo and don't watch videos, okay, is because my friend Tracy, that's a chicken friend, she goes, do you watch Cog Hill Farm? I'm like, who's Cog Hill? I mean, I didn't even know, y'all. That's how in left field I was. And she was like, oh, Judy, you have got to start watching them. And I watched a couple of videos and I mean, I just don't have time to watch videos. I'm in my own world of Judy. Okay. I really need to get out of it. I need to branch out more, but I literally am in my own world. And so I knew of them through my friend Tracy. And then I was like, oh, wait, they live close to me. And so then Jacqueline, my goats were born. Muffin and Mo were born. And Brooke was looking for a male Nubian. So then she reached out to me and wanted Mo. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Mo will be going to this. I didn't really know who they were. I was like, Cog Hill Farm. Okay, that's cool. And then when I found out, when she reached out to me, it made me look more at their videos because I had to check them out because my goat was going there, right? And I had to make sure they were all right because my goats ain't going anywhere. And so then I realized, oh, they're great people. And so when they came here to see Mo for the first time, they were like, can we film your farm? And I was like, sure. Not really understanding. And Jacqueline's like, Judy, this is a big deal. They have a big following. And like, first of all, creators to me, this is just your Aunt Judy's opinion, okay? So take it for what it's worth. But I feel like Jason and Brooke have a following like no other. That's my opinion. I have never seen anything like it. If Jason and Brooke said, hey, go follow Judy, y'all are going to say, oh, this must be a good farm. And then the next morning I woke up and I had like 13,000 followers on YouTube. And I literally had no clue to how to even do a really video. And it was like, Jason and Brooke are the most genuine people. How do I put this? Jason and Brooke want other farms to succeed. They're not like, I want all the followers myself. They're not like that. They open their arms to help. And they are such a role model to me and my farm because as I grow, you see certain creators on Facebook and YouTube, and you're like, I don't want to be like them. I want to be like them. I don't want to be, you kind of like in your head, you kind of like look at different farms and you're like, if I ever get big, I want to be just like them when I grow up. And I will tell you, if I ever get big, I want to be just like Jason and Brooke. They are humble. They are kind. They are giving. They want Aunt Judy they want to hold me by the hand and see me grow just like them. They want my farm to succeed. And that means so much to me. And and the other farms in Alabama, Jason and Brooke are such a role model to other farms here in Alabama that a lot of us feel the same way. Like Nick and Zoe, I freaking love them. Okay? Like I don't know if you follow them, but they're good people. They're they are the most kindest good is that they're just they're and Nick and Zoe, I consider us sort of on the same page because we have about I don't know, we have about the same like following and stuff. And so I know Nick and Zoe from Jason and Brooke. And so it's just a type when I grow up, I want to be Brooke and Jason. Let's just say that. Because they are the real deal, in my opinion. They don't have a big head. They're kind and they're giving. And when I grow up, if God chooses to bless my page and bless my farm, I pray to be just like Brooke and Jason and to always be humble and not forget where I came from and not to get boastful and have a big head and think I'm all that. Because there's a lot, I'm going to say celebrities. I'm not going to say other farms, but you know how celebrities get a big head and they forget where they came from because they get a big head. I pray that God will always keep me humble. I just pray that I always bring true content and keep you guys entertained and I feel like it's all in God's hands whether my farm grows or not. But I'm gonna tell you something. If my farm if it stays right where it's at, I feel like God has blessed my farm. I am happy and content right where I'm at. And do I want to grow? Of course. Who doesn't? That's the entrepreneur in me. We all want to grow. We all want to succeed. We all want to be better than we always want to better ourselves, right? And if we don't, then we're stuck in a rut. Like you should always try to better yourself no matter what age you're at. But I'm happy that I've gotten this far because I know it's not anything great and wonderful that I've done. I know that I am where I am on YouTube because of Jacqueline Head. Jacqueline Head is the main part because she's the one who introduced me to Jason and Brooke. And if you don't follow Head Family Farm, Jacqueline is wonderful. Just saying. She's wonderful. And I wish that I could hang out with these farms more often, but they're just like me. They ain't got time to watch other channels. I promise you, I bet you if you sat down, Brooke and Jason and said, what's going on in Judy's farm? They'd be like, I'm not sure. Because they don't have time to watch. They have a child. They have a life. They've got some sickness going on. They've got a lot going on. And even though they love me and they want me to succeed, creators don't have time to sit and watch other channels. Just saying. Just saying. Okay. I don't know how I got off on that tangent. I guess I got on that tangent because y'all all told me that you came from Cog Hill, which is an honor to me because I know the last thing that I want is a bunch of followers that we ain't nan. We gonna have us a good time and we're gonna look at the positive and we're gonna sit here and dance and encourage each other. And I don't really have a lot of nay on my page. I've got a strong following of people that encourage each other. And I think that, we're all learning to get along. which is what my farm teaches. We even though and I teach this every day when people come to my farm, is even though we come from different places in the world, we come from different places that we were raised, we don't think alike, we may not have the same beliefs, we may not have the same thoughts in the way we were raised. At the end of the day, we can all get along. Because, that's the great thing about this world is we can think differently, and it doesn't mean we don't have to prove you don't have to prove your point. You see what I'm saying? Like if you know how people scream and holler about politics, they try to prove that they're right. We don't have to do that here. It's okay. If you're a Democrat, you're welcome here. If you're a Republican, you're welcome here. And at the end of the day, that is what's important, is to respect other people's, beliefs. You know what I'm saying? That's what creates you to dance, is to know that it's like it's okay. But when people start throwing things down your throat and they start, you know, that's when things get sticky. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Is when you throw things, you try to prove your point that you're right. That's when it's not good. I'm just telling you. Like, it's okay. Like, I tell you, I tell you that my beliefs, I believe that I am where I am because God has put me right here in this place. But you, a follower, may not be a believer of God. And you may go, I get so sick of hearing about God. Da, 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 da. And you know what? That's okay, because I am never going to throw myself, like, you're still welcome here. Like, it's okay. It's okay. I'm not gonna, like, I am not the convictor. I am not the one to convict you to believe what I believe. I'm not God. And at the end of the day, if God convicts you, he convicts you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't Judy that's about to convict you. Do you think that I'm strong enough to get you to believe like me? Well, no. No. I'm not the creator of all of us. I'm just your Aunt Judy. I can't convict you. So I just feel like, at the end of the day, we can all get along. Okay, hang on. I got to look at my notes. I wanted to tell y'all something. I was going to talk about something, but I go brain dead. Oh, okay. Praise Jesus that hunting season is over. Okay. I want to talk about mine and Shane's relationship and what I've learned this year. Okay. When Shane and I met, it was in January, which is hunting season. So from day one, I got to learn the importance of him hunting. And it was weird to me because I'm not a hunter, right? So, like, I was like, God, this dude really gets into this. He goes every single weekend. He takes vacation. He don't go to, like my vacation that I was brought up with is we go to the beach. We don't go hunt in the woods. We're going to get our new swimsuit and we're going to the beach for a week, and enjoy some sunshine and laying out the sun and walking on the beach and looking at seashells and going to Alvin's and going to the amusement parks. Like, that's what I call vacation. Shane, on the flip side, wasn't raised like me. See, we can all get along. He wasn't raised like me. Shane's vacation is sitting in the woods during the winter. I don't go on vacation. I wasn't raised to go on vacation in the winter unless we went to Gatlinburg, Tennessee. And then we got to go on a vacation during the winter. But majority of the time, my family was brought up that we go vacation during the summer and we go to the beach. My dad, first of all, if you don't know, the man that lives with me is my stepdad. So when I talk about my dad has passed away, but my dad lived at the beach. So my kids were brought up the same way. You know how we kind of mimic our we kind of mimic what we're taught. But my kids, our vacation was to go visit my, first of all, it was free hotel, right? So me and my husband and my kids would go to my dad's house and we would spend a week, and my dad lived on the bay. So he lived on the water. So like, during July, my stepson's birthday was July 7th. And so every July, we would go to my dad's for 4th of July, and we would get on the boat and we would go out in the middle of the bay, and they would shoot fireworks in Gulf Shores. And my dad used to tell my stepson that he got those fireworks for his birthday. So my stepson always thought that Papa got him fireworks for his birthday. That's just what we did for vacation. Okay. And again, Shane's family was not like that. Shane's dad took him hunting. He saved up his vacation time to go hunting with his dad. I'm taking my glasses off, which means I go blind. So he would save up his vacation and not go to the beach. Shane is not wearing a bathing suit and shorts on the beach without a shirt on walking down the beach. That's not Shane. Shane is going to be in the woods hunting in his camo and new outfit. That's it. He's not getting a new swimsuit. He's getting a new hunting outfit. Okay. That's the difference. Well, you know how sometimes us women, we think we're going to change them. You know what I'm saying? Well, when we get married, it won't be like this. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying. Don't think that I'm just out here by myself feeling like this. A lot of times we get married thinking it's going to get better. If you're a young girl, you better listen to your Aunt Judy. We think, oh, he does this now, but when we get married, he won't be in the woods all the time. Okay. Because he's now got a wife. Shane was single for 19 years. So Shane was always whatever Shane wanted to do. Okay. Because he didn't have a wife. So, well, our first year of marriage, and Shane works a lot too. But our first year of marriage, okay, hunting season comes around, right? And I'm thinking, okay, he's not going to go a lot. He's got a wife. Oh, no. He went every single weekend, and he took his vacation to go hunting. He didn't take his vacation to spend with Judy. Okay. He took his vacation to go hunting. And it took me a minute to understand what the heck, like, why am I over here and he's over here? Like, I didn't really understand. But then I had to remember that I married him like this. It's not like where in my brain, I was like, oh, he'll change when we get married because I will become the priority. That's where I went wrong. Okay. Because when you marry somebody, you marry them for who they are. And you have to understand that hunting is very important to Shane. Okay. It is like, I don't even understand it. He is a serious hunter. He invests thousands of dollars every year to hunt. He is that fly by die. Well, I don't know. He's a diehard hunting person. Okay. It is very, very, very important to him. So the first year I was like, well, this sucks because I spent Christmas alone. And I was like, this dude doesn't even love me. He could care less that I'm sitting home by myself Christmas Day. And it took me a minute to process all this, okay? Because I'm not used to I'm used to the summer vacations the way you're raised. I'm not used to this. My dad didn't hunt. My family didn't really do that kind of thing. My family, again, we went on summer vacations. So it's a little bit of a slap in the face when you get married to someone and you're total opposites. Okay? I'm the city girl that wants to dress up and go on a date and go to dinner. He is work all day in the yard and just get up and go eat. Looking like who to thunk it. That was Shane. And I was the frilly girl that wanted to get up and get ready and go, aren't we gonna like dress up to go to dinner? And he's like, why? And I'm like, really? So it was total opposites. Okay. I have been married to him for 7 years. This year, my life totally changed. Okay. Because it took me, I've been with him for 9 years. This is the first year that I've come to acceptance. Okay. In life, when I better get ready. In life, we try, you can tell me I'm wrong, but hear me out. Hear my whole story before you start judging me. In life, we try to change people. We try to change people into doing what we think is best. Okay. We want people to think like us. We want people to be like us because we are accustomed to our ways and the way we were raised because that's just what we do, right? That's what mama taught us and that's what daddy taught us. And I I had to come to acceptance because it's like this. You know that song about I forgot who sings it, about the guy going fishing and he says what is the fishing song where he tells the girl goodbye because she won't accept him fishing? You know what I'm talking about? I'm trying to think of the lyrics to it. Okay, anyway, I knew in my mind, like the first couple of years that we were married, I was trying to change him. I was trying to guilt him into staying at home during hunting season. I was doing my best to I was depressed. And I couldn't change him. Like he was if I was going to if it's going to be hunting, how do I put this? If I didn't come to acceptance, I was going to drive myself crazy because I'm fighting against something that was important to him. Understand that him and his dad have hunted every single year his entire life. His dad is in his late 70s. One day his dad's not going to be here to hunt with him. And if I'm selfish and want him to stay home with me during hunting season, wow, I'm going to feel awfully guilty when his dad's no longer here and he can't go hunting with his dad. Okay. I had to get to acceptance. When there's something that you cannot change, you have to get to radical acceptance or you're going to sit here and spin. You're going to try to make him feel guilty. You're going to try to change him. Because you think your way's right. Okay. This year I got to acceptance. So I had to sit here and go, what is driving me crazy? What is Shane a POS? Because a POS is a piece of crap. Is Shane a POS husband because he enjoys hunting and it's what he's done his whole life? Is he supposed to stop doing what he's doing to please me? Like Brad Paisley. Thank you. I'm going to miss her. That's the song I'm talking about. That is Judy with Shane with hunting. Okay. So I want to tell you how I got to radical acceptance. How did I get, after 9 years of being with him, how did I get to the point where I actually am okay with him hunting? This is how. First of all, I had to, and I've talked to you guys about this all the time. Okay. If you're, there's 5 languages of love. Okay. If you accept love through gifts, someone went out of their way to buy you a present. There's 5 love languages. Okay. There's touch, like you need someone to hug you, and that makes you feel loved. You need someone to talk to you and tell you how great and wonderful you are, and how great you're a wife you are, a husband you are, and that makes you feel loved. Is it through he went out and bought me roses and brought them home, and that's how I accept love? I can't remember all 5 languages. There is a book on it. You can go read the book, because you need to know what your love language is before you can get to radical acceptance. My love language is through he went out of his way to find me a gift, and that's how he loves me. Okay. So Shane is not a gift giver. Shane is not going, like, Shane, it stresses Shane out. It causes him terrible anxiety to come up with a gift to give me. I had to learn this. Okay. And so when it comes to holidays, I had to learn to take care of myself. I did. I had to come to go, okay, like, Shane has a hard time giving gifts, and my love language is giving gifts. So I have to learn how to take care of myself during the holidays. Because if I don't, I'm going to lay in the bed and cry. So I learned how to take care of myself. I literally, this is what I do. I learned, Shane, I need this. Because Shane is a giver. Shane will give me anything I want. Look at my farm, okay? He takes care of me, okay? But like when it comes to specific holidays where he has to give a gift, he gets anxiety big time, and he doesn't know what to do. So I have to tell him, this is what I would like to have, okay? I can tell him, I can say, Shane, I really would like to have a hay barn to put our hay in. Okay. He is going to build me exactly what I need. Okay. At whatever cost it is, because he's like, yeah, we do need a hay barn. And then he's going to come out here in my yard. Y'all watch, because there's fixing to be a hay barn put up. He will have that hay barn put up in 2 weekends by himself. You watch. Okay. That's where, and see, where I might not get a gift at Christmas, I had to learn how Shane gives love, because Shane gives love different from the way I receive love. And when the 2 things happen, they collide. And if I don't learn how he gives love, then I'm going to be sitting in the bed crying because I didn't get a Christmas gift. I'm literally going to be laying in the bed going, he's not here. He didn't give me Santa Claus. I wanted the stocking. He doesn't love me. He doesn't love me. But I had to open my eyes and see the way Shane gives love, because Shane is so giving to me. Shane, if I say, Shane, I really want some alpacas. Okay. I don't know. He's going to go, how much are they? And I'm going to go, they're $3,000. He's going to go, are you crazy? I'm like, yes. I'm sorry. That's who you married. I'm crazy as a Betsy bug. But Shane, I would rather have alpacas than a diamond ring. And he's looking at me going, oh, dear Jesus. And he will kill himself to work extra jobs to give me what I want. But is it during Christmas? No. He's not going to go out and go, oh my goodness, I'm fixing to surprise her with the alpaca. She's going to pass out in the floor. I'm fixing to bring her home an alpaca and she's going to flip out. He is not doing that. He is not that man. He is not. He is not bringing me home flowers. He is not bringing me home a diamond ring. But he's going to build me a hay barn and he's going to pay for 2 alpacas. And he's going to bust his A double to pay for me 2 alpacas because that's what I want. I had to learn this. It didn't come natural. Okay? So if you find that your husband or your wife does not give you what you need, you're going to have to open your eyes. Because the way they give love is probably different from the way you receive love. And for many years, I was like, Shane does not love me. If he loved me, he wouldn't leave me at home at Christmas. If he loved me, he would see that I had a present under the tree. That's how I was doing for many, many years. And I had to learn what was bothering me. And what was happening is my eyes were closed against the way he gives love because we're total opposites. So I had to learn to fuel my own love. I had to learn to go give myself the gifts that I needed to receive. And it sounds selfish, okay? And what I do, as selfish as it sounds, okay, during the holidays, I go give myself something that I wouldn't normally buy. Last year, my purse broke. I had a backpack purse that I love. I love backpack purses. And I'm not that girl that's going to spend hundreds of dollars on a purse. I'm not that girl. I don't have to have a designer purse. I'm not that girl, okay? Like, I have one purse and I will use it for 100 years until it breaks. I'm not the girl that changes purses with the outfit. That's not me, okay? Well, last Christmas, I went out and bought me a designer purse. And I was like, I cannot believe I'm fixing to spend this money on this purse. I cannot believe, because I'm not the designer. I can't. I bought a fry purse. I bought a fry purse and I did it for myself for Christmas. And I can say, Shane, I want a designer purse for Christmas. Okay, how much is it? It's $300. $300 for a purse? I am not spending $300. I'm like, me neither. I'm not spending $300 on a purse. I'm not doing it. But this Christmas, I'm doing it. So if you're wondering what I want for Christmas, I'm going to go buy myself a designer purse. And he's like, okay. Okay. I had to learn that. You know, as bougie as this sounds, okay, as bougie as this sounds, and it sounds so selfish, but like I had a roadmap on my forehead, okay? When I would go like this, it was like a daggum roadmap, okay? It was so wrinkled and it bothered me. I'm a bougie girl. I'm a city girl. I care about my appearance, okay? It bothered me. And my 50th birthday, I said, you know what? I'm going to get Botox. And he was like, that's stupid. I said, yeah, it's stupid to sit in a tree stand for hours too and spend money on places to hunt. It's stupid to me. And he was like, well, it's stupid to me that you'd want to go put that Botox crap in your forehead. I said, well, you know what? It's my 50th birthday and I'm going to spoil myself. And I, to this day, get Botox. You see, I have no wrinkles in my forehead. Okay. I was a train wreck. Like it, I wish I could find a picture. I'll try to find a picture. Okay. But I did that for myself and it made me happy. I go and get my hair done. Okay. It makes me happy. And I had to learn how to tell Shane what my needs were. Shane, it's my birthday. I want to go get my hair done. I want a new purse. I would like a manicure. I would like to get money towards my Botox. And I have learned that I have to do that with Shane because Shane has got terrible anxiety because he has no idea what to get me. But like I said, you have to understand your spouse and know how they give love because Shane freaking loves me. Shane spoils me rotten. Shane, whatever I need for this farm, I'm getting. Now, it may not be right away, but he's going to work his butt off doing extra jobs to give me that hay barn or to give me that gazebo that I want or to give me a lean-to that I can do field trips under or whatever. He's going to help me get to where I need to go with this farm. Okay? But it took me not I might as well say 9 years to understand this. Because I'm going to tell you, Valentine's Day is Wednesday. Hang on. Valentine's Day is Wednesday. Okay. The first year that Shane and I dated, you know, I receive love through gifts. So what do? I mimic what I need. Okay. Because that is my own needs. I need somebody to go out of their way to buy me something. That's how I receive love. So I mimic what I need. I don't look at what Shane needs. I'm mimicking my own needs. So the first year that it was Valentine's Day. Okay. So I got him a card and I wrote this sweet little saying because I got him, okay, this sounds crazy, but I bought him a new pair of shoes for Valentine's Day. And I wrote in the letter why I gave him a pair of shoes. And I basically said, you walked many miles for me. And I know I've worn your shoes out because you go out of your way to do the, because Shane and I had a long distance relationship. So he used to travel to come see me every weekend. So I told him I had worn his shoes out because he's walked so many miles for me. So it was a little and he's like, oh, shoot, I didn't get her nothing. You know? And because Shane's not that guy. He's not bringing home roses. He's not bringing home chocolate. I'm just here to tell you right now, he's not. And I had to learn this. And at first I had my feelings hurt. And because, and I had to understand, I can see the anxiety on his face during holidays. Like, oh crap, I don't know what to do. I'm not a shopper. I don't know what to do. It causes him, he's just like, I don't, just buy what you want here. I don't know. And I'm like, no, I want you to pick it out. I ain't picking it out. I don't know what to do. And I had to learn. Now, I want to talk about how I got to radical acceptance this year. So, over the past couple of years, like I said, we've been together 9 years. Over the past couple of years, the only time I get mad is when I need my husband to do something that I can't do. And he ain't here to do it. Okay. I'm just going to tell, he came home Saturday night. He's been gone for 2 weeks. I've been here 2 weeks holding this farm down, holding my dad down, doing radiation all by myself. Okay. But I'm a strong girl. Okay. I would get mad at Shane for being gone hunting because I needed hay out and he wasn't here to put the hay out. That's a man's job. Okay. I ain't getting on that darn tractor. I'll flip that son of a gun in 0.2 seconds. I cannot put the hay out. And Shane, this is what he would do because I was in fear. He would drive all the way home to put hay out and go all the way back hunting. And I would be mad as a mother hen. Okay. Because I'm like, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I'm sitting here with this farm and you're leaving me and I don't know how to put the hay out. My animals are dadgum starving to death and you won't put the hay out. You're not home to put the hay out. I would be mad at him. I would resent him. I didn't like if he called, I didn't want to talk to him on the phone. How dare you leave me here? You know, hunting your life, hunting so important, and I'm left here doing everything by myself. I was furious. Okay. Until this year. And this year, Shane pretty much forced me without forcing me to learn how to put hay out. Now, he did not say, you are going to learn this. He never did that. He would drive home to put the hay out. But I would be mad because I would want him to my animals are my life. If they're out of hay, you need to come home right now and put this hay out. And if he said, no, I'll be there tomorrow morning. And I was mad. I'm like, the animals need hay today. They don't need hay tomorrow. You need to come home right now and put this hay out. But he forced me to learn how to do hay without forcing. He was never mean to me. He never said, get on this tractor, you're going to learn. He was patient with me as I needed time to learn how to put the hay out. He never forced me to do it. He would drive home to do it. But see, he didn't drive home when I wanted it right then. I'm a right then girl. Okay. I'm the trigger girl, right? I told you my nickname's Trigger. I need it done now. We don't need to think about it. We're doing it right now. I want to paint the room. We're going right now to get the thing and we're going to paint it. Okay. I'm a right now person. Okay. So when he didn't do it right now, it forced me to go, I got to learn how to do this. If I don't learn how to do this, I'm going to be freaking miserable for the rest of my life because that son of a gun is going hunting. And I sat him down one day and I was like, why is hunting so important to you? Like, I don't get it. And he said, Judy, I work 7 days a week. And he does. He works. Listen, we have what we have because Shane works his butt off. Okay. I'm a stay-at-home girl. Okay. Shane is our provider. I have what I have because my husband works his tail off. All right. And the only downtime he gets is hunting season. That's when he can slow his brain down and sit in a tree stand and regroup. Because the other 7 months out of the year, or how many 6 months out of the year, he's wide open, doing proposals, he works 2 jobs. So the only time he has time to sit down and think is in a tree stand. So I had to learn why it was important to him. So because he was gone and I realized that if I don't do this, it's not going to get done. It forced me to learn how to drive the tractor. It forced me to go, I've got to do this. Because my animals are number one in my life. Okay. No, Shane is. But my animals are right there with him. My farm is my life. If those animals are without hay, I am flipping my lid. I am flipping my lid. Okay? And I'm like, this is something that I have got to learn how to do. I have got to get out of my comfort zone and learn this. And this year I accomplished it. And I was able to sit through hunting season and not be mad. I was able to put my own hay out. I was able to move my own hay loft. I was able to do everything myself. And it felt, y'all, it felt so good. It felt so good to be independent, to go, you know what? He don't have to come home this year. I'm going to do this myself. I am going to make him proud of me. I'm going to make myself proud of me. And I'm going to get out of my comfort zone and learn how to do this myself. Because often Shane and I talk about, if something happened, like last night, we were talking about if something happened to me, what would he do? If something happened to him, what would I do? And I have had to say, if something happened to you, I'd have to get rid of my farm. And he's like, why? And I'm like, because I don't know how to drive the tractor. I don't know how to fix anything. I don't even know what the name of the tools are. I don't even know where to begin. And I sat, and he was like, Judy, if you love your animals, you need to learn how to be okay if something happens to me. And I was like, he's right. Because if something happened to Shane, I have to be okay. And I talked to you guys about that. I'm like, if something happens to your spouse, do you know how to do the checkbook? Do you know where your money is? Do you know how to manage your money? Do you know how to put your hay out for your animals? Do you know how to fix something like your sink? Do you know how to do that? You need to learn how to do these things. You need to learn to be okay if something happens and you're by yourself. And if you don't, you need, at this age, whatever age you are, you need to be okay if you're by yourself. Because if you do not put the tools in your pocket to be okay, you're going to be batshit crazy when your spouse dies. And you're not going to know how to take care of yourself, and you're going to be all over the map. You have got to get out of your comfort zone and learn how to fix the sink, or learn how to put the hay out, or you're going to have to get out of your comfort zone to learn these things, because if you don't, you're going to have to give it all up. And my animals are so important to me that I have to learn how to be okay when Shane's not here. I have to learn how to be okay. No, I'm not going to say that. I have to learn to be okay. At the end of the day, I have to be okay, because the thought of getting rid of my animals tears me to pieces. So I said, you know what? This year I'm going to learn. And this year I was able to go, you know what? Shane's going on vacation. By golly, it is cereal every single night. Mama don't have to cook. I can throw my crap in the floor and not worry about anybody seeing it. I can not make my bed. I can do whatever. So I learned how to let that be my vacation this year. And it took me to this year. Y'all, I'm a slow learner. I've been with him for 9 years, and this is the first year that I've actually enjoyed being I'm a by myself kind of girl. Okay. I am. I told you guys that. I love being by myself. I do. I'm a weirdo. I'll go out to eat by myself. I will go to the movies by myself. I will travel by myself. There is nothing greater than being by myself. I love it. I do not have to be surrounded by people for enjoyment. That's just who I am. Straight up weirdo. I know. A lot of people are like, I would never go out to eat by myself. You need to learn. You need to learn to go out to eat by yourself and be okay, because you need to be independent. Okay? You do. Because I'm going to tell you, in my life, I told you that I was married for 15 years before Shane. And I was very dependent of him. And when he left, or we got a divorce, I guess I should say, I felt lost. I felt like I couldn't do it financially. Okay, this is what's so crazy. I was the breadwinner, and I was scared that I couldn't do it financially on my own. And I was stuck in a marriage in a bad situation because I felt financially stuck because I thought I couldn't do it by myself. You been there? Okay. 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 And it was all in my mind because I thought I couldn't do it financially when I was the breadwinner. That didn't make sense, but I had no self-confidence because my husband had OCD and he did everything right and I did everything wrong. So I had zero confidence that I could take care of me and my son by myself. My other son was moved out. It was me and Vanson. I was scared to death. But you know what? I did it. Vanson and I lived in an apartment by ourselves for 2 years. And I was able to get him through high school. We weren't broke. I was okay. Like, it was fine. It was fine. But I had to learn how to be by myself because I thought I couldn't financially do it, even though I was the breadwinner. That made no sense. It makes no sense, right? But that's how beat down you can get, is because you believe you can't do it without someone. You believe that you have to have someone there to do it, but you have to learn to be independent and be okay if something happens. And it took me a minute to learn that. It did. And this year, I've accomplished so much by getting out of my comfort zone. If you guys watch my videos and watch, I don't know if you can see the fear in my face, but when the video of when boyfriend had surgery, my last video, I don't know if you could see the fear in my face to put the hay out, but I was so fearful because I was beat down because boyfriend was sick. Shane wasn't here. It was raining. It was a total train wreck that day. And I kept telling myself, I can't do this. And you know who taught me through it? Diane. Diane Wood, that is here in this. She was like, Judy, yes, you can. And I was like, no, I can't. I'm a train wreck today. I don't believe in myself. I'm just upset. Shane's not here. I can't do it. Boyfriend's sick. It's raining. I'm going to slip. I'm going to fall. I'm going to and I was telling myself all this. But see, that's what we do. You tell yourself you can't do it. You tell yourself you can't afford it. You tell yourself that my husband does all, or my wife does all the cooking. My wife does all the cooking. Well, what happens when something happens to your wife? Who's going to do the cooking? Like, if you don't get out of your comfort zone and learn what your spouse does, because your spouse does a lot that you don't notice. I mean, how does your clothes get washed? How does the food get under? Who goes to the grocery store? Who pays the bills? Like, who manages the house? You've got to learn those things because you've got to be okay and be independent in case something happens. And I'm going to tell you that I'm well on my way. Because if you would have, Shane and I's conversation 6 months ago was, Judy, if something happens to me, what are you going to do? And I'm like, I'm going to have to get rid of all my animals. And I'm going to have to sell this place and move back to the city in a little house. And I could see this is what I saw. I could see myself going. And I felt so just alone. I can see me in this little house in the city hating my life because I'm a country girl now. I'm a country girl. I don't want to go back to the city, okay? But now, because I got out of my comfort zone and learned how to do these things that I've always been scared of, I'm going, I can do this. And there's something else. I've got to learn to do some manly things that I don't know how to do. Like Shishi and Freddie in their house. I was having to separate Shishi so she didn't get pregnant. And they have this gate that is held up by ropes, like leading ropes. Okay, this fence has been not right since the day we put it up. Okay, it broke. And you can ask Kayla. It is literally held up by 3 ropes. Okay, it's heavy as crap. It doesn't work right. It falls over. As a matter of fact, it fell over, and Kayla had to go get another rope and rope it around to get the. So I'm like, okay. And I will tell you this: things that you're scared of, you need to go to someone that doesn't do it. Like it helps me that Kayla holds my hand or Diane holds my hand and tells me I can do it. Like in my head, I'm like, me and Kayla have got to fix this gate. Hang on. You okay? Hang on a second. You okay? Okay. We're good. But in my head, I'm like, okay, Kayla's probably never put a gate on in her life, and neither have I. But if we hold each other's hands, Kayla and I can put a gate on it. First of all, that gate it's too heavy. I got to go buy a lightweight gate. But somehow, some way, Kayla and I together can do this. And that's what you have to do, is find someone that can hold your hand to get you through, that you can do this. Like the first time I drove the tractor, Shane was like, call Kayla. And I'm like, what's Kayla going to do? She don't know how to drive a tractor. But with Kayla and Jessica here, I was able to drive the tractor. So he was right. Even though Kayla doesn't know how to drive the tractor, I had confidence that I could do it because someone was here with me. And it takes someone holding your hand to get you through what you're scared of. And it has to be somebody that's not your spouse. Like if you're scared to fix the daggum sink, you're like, I don't know plumbing. I don't know how to fix this. I'm going to tell you something. Listen, YouTube will teach you anything. Okay. You don't know how to change a tire on your car. All you have to do is, how do I change a tire on the car? And it will tell you, it will walk you step by step how to change the tire on your car. So if you're a woman and you don't know how to change your tire, that is something that we need to learn, right? We need to learn that. Okay. Because what's going to happen is you're going to get out on the street and you're going to have a flat tire and you're absolutely going to lose it. If your husband's out of town and your brothers don't live near you, you have no idea what to do. And you're like, I'm about to get killed on the side of the road because I don't know how to change my tire. You need to Google how to change your tire. Okay. How do I fix my sink is clogged up? How do I fix it? YouTube it. It will tell you how to do it. But Kayla and I have never I don't think Kayla's ever put up a fence. A gate. Maybe she has before, but if I had to guess, Kayla does not know how to put up a gate. And I don't either. But together we can hold each other's hand and learn how to put up the daggum gate without Shane. And what's so cool is Shane was going to have no idea that me and Kayla are going to do this. Kayla doesn't even know she's going to do this. But me and Kayla together, because I have been waiting on this gate for a year, because the gate broke a long time ago. But see, Shane's not home enough to fix it. He works all the time. He ain't got time to. He's trying to build a shop so I can get an education center. So like I have to learn, I have to get out of my comfort zone and learn how to do something. And I am here to tell you right now that if you don't know what this is, it looks like a curling iron, but it is not a curling iron all the time. It is also a preaching stick. Okay. You need to listen to me. You need to learn to be okay by yourself. Okay. I'm not telling you to run off and get a divorce. I'm not telling you, I'm not telling you to do that. I'm telling you that you have to figure things out yourself by breaking them down. You have to, if your spouse is not feeling your bucket need, if you're like, all he does is sit on the daggum couch. He don't bring me roses. He don't even kiss me anymore. We've been married 50 years and he don't kiss me anymore. He don't tell me he loves me. It's just accepted. Like I'm just supposed to know he loves me because we've been married for 50 years. And Valentine's Day is Wednesday and he's not bringing me home nothing because he's a POS. Okay? That is the moment that you need to break it down and see how he tells you he loves you, because you're wanting him to tell you the way you want to receive it. But see, life don't work that way, okay? It does not work that way. You have to learn to take care of yourself. And this Valentine's season, don't sit and wait for someone to tell you they love you. You go tell someone you love them. Go to a nursing home. Go give somebody something and give yourself something too, okay? You may have to go out to eat by yourself, okay? You might have to go buy your dadgum self roses. Do something that fills your own bucket. Don't wait for other people to fill your bucket. Look, this has become a preaching stick. Do not wait for someone to fill your bucket. Go fill your own bucket. Do what makes you happy within reason. Don't go to jail for it, okay? I don't want to have to, don't y'all be calling me from jail because I told you to do something that makes you happy. Okay. Within reason. All right. Do something within reason. All right. Oh, I got to go. I've been preaching for way too long. All right. Here's the end result. All right. Today is Monday. Okay. I hope that I said something that makes sense to you. I hope you all run out and fill your own buckets with love. Okay. Go show someone else love, but understand not everyone receives love the way you think you should receive it. Okay. So learn, break things down. What is your spouse trying to tell you? Okay. Maybe your marriage needs to be refreshed. You have to figure out how to make him refreshed. Don't just sit and wait and receive it. If you're sitting on waiting your spouse to make you all feel all warm and fuzzy inside, you're going to be depressed this Valentine's season, okay? So you have to learn how to fix yourself. All right, 2 choices in life today, right? You can sit it out or you can dance. And I hope that I gave you some tools today that you can stick in your pocket to learn how to dance. I will see y'all Wednesday. Love you. Bye.